Yeah, what up? Just wanted to talk about the 24/7 episode 1, Floyd Mayweather, Victor Ortiz, and a lot of people talking about the little feud that Floyd Jr. and Sr. got into. I just wanted to, give my 2 cents on the situation. First of all, I don't know if they got Mayweather's permission to air that on HBO. They might have. I'm sure if they didn't get permission and if Floyd didn't want that to be put on HBO, that they would not have put it on there. But in any case, if it was real, a lot of people talking about it was staged. If it was staged, which I don't think it was, then it was a staged argument that turned real. You know what I mean? There was some real emotions, and they were saying some real shit. Especially Floyd Jr. He was saying some real from the heart shit, honest shit. And I don't think that was the first type of argument that they've gotten into. I highly doubt that. I believe that they whole family has grown up arguing with each other like that. But don't get it twisted. If Floyd today heard that his father was in the hospital on the verge of dying tomorrow, he would be right there at the hospital by his father's side. They still love each other as father and son and vice versa, but they are fighters, and they are very, very similar in their personality. They both believe that they're the best and absolute best at what they do, and everybody else is virtually irrelevant. So when you get two egos like that, they are going to collide, whether it be father and son or not. But in this situation, it would take a very mature father who really knows how to take control over social settings, to take control over that situation before it even got out of hand. So I think Floyd Sr., his problem may be that he does not humble himself when the time is appropriate to do so and give Roger Mayweather his just due. He always got this attitude where he talking about himself when it comes to Floyd Mayweather Jr. and what Floyd Jr. has accomplished. And what the role he played in Floyd Jr.'s career was crucial. He planted the seed. He started him out when he was a little toddler. So I think both Floyd Sr. and Roger had important roles in Floyd's overall career. But I think it comes a time where Floyd Sr. should say, hey, Roger Mayweather, he's been with Floyd longer than I have. I simply helped Floyd get started. I planted the seed of boxing, showed him some basic fundamentals and everything, and got him started from a child into boxing. I instilled boxing into him, and started him out. But Roger has helped Floyd grow, and Floyd has grown since he's been with Roger. But that's just not the type of person that Floyd Mayweather Sr. is. He's too arrogant to humble himself in that regard. So, of course, that's going to upset Floyd Mayweather Jr. And Floyd Jr., he's a hothead like his father. People who may love each other, especially when it comes to father-son relationships, they oftentimes have odd ways of showing it. They oftentimes have conflicting relationships that involve or include tension in certain moments, or when certain things are brought up, or when they're going over certain issues. But I don't think it should be blown out of proportion. I think it's something that that maybe the media would like to see blown out of proportion, as they are so dysfunctional, this, that, and the third. But you can't compare the Mayweather's relationship with the so-called standard of, or their own standard, the mainstream standard of what father, son, or family relationship should be. But in any case, I don't think it'll play any significant role. It won't deter Floyd or his training camp. He'll be just fine. He's gone through shit during training camp before. When it come fight night, he'll be just as prepared and ready as he's always been. But, you know, it is unfortunate to see the relationship of that nature between father and son. You know, boxing aside, you know, Floyd Jr. would never talk to his mother like that. But at the same time, I highly doubt his mother is like Floyd Sr. And Floyd Sr., we gotta understand, he used to abuse Floyd. Floyd was an abused child. When Floyd as a child would do something wrong or something, Floyd himself said his father used to beat him all the time. Which, of course, his father was a fighter, and it was in him. And you hear that from a lot of fighters who grew up with fathers who were fighters, that they dad used to, you know, beat them all the time, whether it be with a belt or with their bare knuckles. Freddie Roach talked about how his father would beat him up and his brothers, and I'm no belt, and just punch their ass. And it's coming from Freddie Roach. So, you know, Floyd, when you're dealing with an abused child, you know, not to project Floyd as some troubled individual, but you have that hostility instilled in you. You know what I mean? And you have that, it really shapes you, and it's something you don't have any control over. It's not your fault. You know, it's how you were groomed as. It's very hard to get rid of your ways when they were instilled into your mind when you were a little toddler, when you were a baby. I mean, so I don't think we should get too carried away with this episode 1, this argument, this feud that took place. I'm not that impressed with Floyd's wife. I mean, I'm tired of these motherfucking red bones and this red bone fucking mania. No disrespect to the red bone, to the light skin, high yellow black women out there, but goddamn, I mean, the majority of my past girlfriends have been dark skinned, and I'm talking about dark skin. I mean, they gets no pub, and I don't like, of course, you know, the common bullshit that's been going on for decades, that only the high yellow black people are the most attractive. I mean, because they closer to whites than they are, you know, than they are the blacks. You know, they very, very light skinned, so they're closer to white, so they're more attractive. I'm tired of all that bullshit. I'm tired of fucking movement bullshit, man. You ain't gonna, yeah, I would have, you know, I would have liked to see him with a girl black as the night sky. I mean, I would have made a whole motherfucking video on that shit. But that aside, you know, I can't hate on the man for getting married. Congratulations to him. But, of course, the highlight of the whole episode was that argument, and I don't think people should read too much into that to make it out to be something that it really isn't, or to blow it out of proportion.